Okay, time to talk about ankle range of motion. We tested in the pre-fitness event the ability to test ankle range of motion. One of the reasons that I chose to put that in the assessment event was because can I see your ankle? The strap of fascia that goes around the front of the ankle, called the retinaculum, is the most highly innervated fascial structure in the fascial system. And that gives a lot of proprioceptive information to the rest of your body and your brain about where your body is in space. So it's incredibly important for balance. And so knowing that you have full range of motion in your ankle is important. Why do we lose it? We lose it because we do a lot of sitting. We don't challenge that range of motion in our bodies. We don't walk up and down hills a lot. We walk on hard, flat ground, even when we go out for walks most of the time. So one of the most important things you can do functionally is to challenge that part of your body. But for now, we'll show you how to do some stretches. But let's first show you how we tested it in the event in case you missed it. So you start by measuring your grip with the tip of your thumb pointing up. So you take that and you measure the distance between that wrist to the wall. We're gonna make a simulated wall here. You keep the heel on the ground and see if you can touch your knee to the wall. So Caitlin's about just a little over an inch shy on that side. So let's bring your other ankle in. So big toe comes to the edge of that space, heel stays on the ground, and can you touch? She's about 3/4 of an inch off.
Not quite.
Okay, so let's test me. All right, so the width of the fist with the tip of the thumb up. Okay, put that to the edge there. Okay, and then my big toe goes right to the edge there. Hold it nice and vertical. Okay, no problem. Okay, I've got a lot of good flexion. Let's switch to the other side. Okay, hold it nice and vertical. No problem with the heel on the ground. So how do we get there? So one of the stretches that I frequently do in my movement classes is a good stretch for the hips, the knees, and the ankles. I'm gonna have you come back here, Caitlin. So this is a knee pad. So a lot of people that haven't done a lot with their lower body, sometimes it's uncomfortable to put their knees on the ground. I actually use 2 yoga mats because it feels better to me, and then a knee pad. So I'm gonna use it under my right knee so you can see my left knee. So stepping forward, maybe a little farther back than a 90-degree angle with your knee. I like to have my yoga blocks handy. And then pushing forward with the body, letting the weight of your body come onto the yoga blocks and pushing the heel to the ground. Now another option, and I like to tuck my back toes under because that also gives me flexion and it helps me work on my foot range of motion too. So you can push for a little bit while pushing your heel to the ground and pushing your knee forward, always staying in a pain-free range of motion. And then you can let it go and let your body weight come down so you get a lot of knee compression and you get a lot more compression in the front of your ankle. So Caitlin, why don't you try this? So right knee down, a little bit farther back from 90, and then go ahead and lean in. Got some people looking at our door. Okay, keeping the heel on the ground first, and tuck in the back toes under so that also works the ankle a little bit. Can you feel a lot of pull in the back of your calf here? So calf stretching is another good way. Using the therapy balls to roll through the calves can help to lengthen that space as well, and through the front of the calves and the ankle. Okay, now go ahead and let the heel come off the ground. Stay in that space. There you go. And then really adds compression through the knee, and then can you feel a little bit more in the front of your ankle as well. And then just softening your body, breathing, and letting the weight of your body help the compression, but always staying in a pain-free range of motion. Okay. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Caitlin, did we get everything?
Yes, except the
Except
74%.
Oh.
So
Go ahead and put that out there.
yeah, so in the assessment that we did when you were up against the wall with your fist, just like we did with the pole, 74% of our participants for both the right and the left side were unable to touch their knee to the wall while keeping their heel on the floor. And so that just shows how limited we are in our ankle flexion and our ankle range of motion, and how that really is played out when we do sit a lot, or when we do not engage in activities where we're forced to use the action of our ankle and our lower body in those manners.
Mm-hmm. And I would say that our results were fairly consistent with the population. I don't have any specific information to back that up from a statistics or data perspective, just from my own experience as a clinician. But again, it's from not using that joint the way it was intended, because we're not living in nature, we're living in very artificial environments. But it's absolutely something that we can change with time and practice. All good?
That's it.
All right, thank you.